Okay, I'm on the floor again because filming while I'm standing is just too much for me. So I'm here on the floor. This was quite an unexpected video for me to do. I'm a person who loves to hustle. I'm a person who loves to work, but now, as you can see in the title of this video, I promised myself not to be a workaholic anymore. It actually took my prefrontal cortex to develop, aka me turning 25, to realize that I was working too much and too hard. Looking back, I don't think, oh no, I still think it's worth it, but I definitely could have taken it down a few notches maybe. The reason why I'm saying I really don't regret anything I've done, especially when it comes to working hard to build my career, it's because my main goals in life for the longest time has always been to be successful in my career, and I think that's what I did. I feel like I'm in a place in my career now where I'm okay for now. But with all the great things that have been happening in my career, deep down I knew that my personal life was struggling. I could feel myself burning out because I didn't enjoy anything that I did anymore. I just wanted everything to end. I had so many responsibilities and I'm like, okay, just get it over with. And I am just jumping on from one responsibility to another. I also didn't have the energy to spend time with my family, especially my loved ones here around Toronto. I didn't even see them for I think at least 3 months in my during my last semester of school. I also stopped exercising because apart from having no financial resources, it was winter and I couldn't even jog outside. I live in such a small space. I don't think that a mat could fit, but I couldn't afford a mat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I couldn't exercise. The saddest thing about it was that my goals were becoming a little bit blurry to me. I felt like I just needed to do the stuff that are written on my calendar, on my to-do list, but I didn't know where I was going anymore. That hit me hard because I realized that the last burnout that I had was not a normal burnout phase. Is being burnout even normal? I don't know. But yeah, it was too much. I felt like I wouldn't be able to get out of it. So that was actually the moment I told myself nobody deserves to feel what I felt during that time. And because of that, I'm gonna start with myself. I'm not gonna be a workaholic anymore. Never. At 25. At 25, I give up. Thank you. So I guess I'm making this video not just for me to remind myself that I'm not gonna be a workaholic anymore, but also to you guys to not forget to take care of yourself. If you love working, if you love being a workaholic, go get it. But please don't forget to take a rest sometime and just take a step back a few times, maybe in a year, and think, are you still happy, or are you just doing things just to do things? I wanted to talk about the steps that I took for me to ensure that I, number one, stop being an alcoholic, a workaholic, and number two, to ensure that I maintain not being a workaholic. Okay, let's start with step number one. So the very first step I took to prevent myself from being a workaholic again was to recover from burnout. The first video I uploaded this year was about me recovering from burnout, and that's just my way of opening up to you, sharing with you guys my experiences as an international student. So I uploaded that middle of May. That means it took me about a month to recover from burnout, and I would say that has been the longest time it took for me to recover. I do want to take the time to acknowledge the privilege that I had during that window to just relax and recollect, because I only had a part-time job at that time, working 3 days a week, sometimes 2 days a week. And I definitely took my time to relax and just focus on recovering from all the things that happened to me in the last few months. So if you have any time to dedicate for yourself, do some self-care, have a massage, have a staycation in that place that you've been wanting to go to, please do so. Okay, let's move on to the second step that I took, and I think this was one of the most important steps that I will be discussing in this whole video, and that is to reflect on your top priorities. The problem of being great at everything you do is thinking that you can do everything. I mean, you can, but the real question is, should you? All I could think about while I was still a student was that I need to have an edge. I need to create an edge for myself to ensure that I have a spot in the industry as soon as I graduate. The problem with that is I didn't really think about the consequences of choosing to prioritize that one specific professional goal. Like I didn't have any personal goals. I had financial goals, but when I knew that I wasn't hitting them, I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna focus on my career. So evidently I was just focusing on this one goal in mind, and I wasn't even thinking about like myself or my loved ones anymore, which is really, really bad. When I realized that I didn't want to be a workaholic anymore, I had to realign my priorities. I specifically told myself that I will focus on bringing in my personal goals on the top of my list, and just having one professional or career goal in my top priority. And I think I manifested this when I had my mid-year review with my mentor at CPA Ontario. This happened, I think, January of this year, and she asked me, what are your plans this year? And I just told her I want to rest. And she was very supportive, and now I think I'm resting. Another thing I did to prevent myself from being a workaholic was to find my way back to the hobbies that I used to love, and to look for new hobbies. I think this was the one that hit two of my problems at once. Like it solved two of my problems at one go. And the number one problem was me burning out, and the number two problem is me being a workaholic. So revisiting my old hobbies made me remember how happy I felt doing those things. That's the main reason why I came back to doing YouTube videos, because I remember how happy I felt when I was in high school, like making fun videos. And yes, it definitely helped me not become a workaholic, because a hobby is a hobby. It's not work, and I feel like it's not a career goal. It's a personal goal for me to take care of myself, do the things that make me happy. And when it comes to looking for new hobbies, to be honest, it's in the back burner right now, just because I'm still not ready to change my expenses, even though my income has changed drastically. I want to build back my finances first before I look into new hobbies. I know there are free hobbies out there, but I have a few hobbies in mind, and I know that they cost money. So I will save money first and then look into those new hobbies that I want to try in the future. The next one has got to be the hardest thing I had to do to stop myself from being a workaholic, and it is to remind myself over and over again not to work too hard. It's making a habit of not being a workaholic. It's definitely difficult to fight muscle memory. I'm the type of person who has to do something every time. And now that I'm like talking out loud about it, it makes me feel exhausted. So I had to be quite tough on myself and tell myself over and over and over and over again not to work all the time. I had to tell myself over and over and over and over again that it's okay to just sit down, stare at nothing, stare at the sky, or, you know, maybe just watch a couple YouTube videos like for an hour, even at least, right? So proud to say that I have been enjoying doing just that. It took me quite a few months of constantly reminding myself, but now I really do enjoy resting, even just one day a week. And the last thing I'm gonna share with you today that definitely helped me prioritize this goal of mine of not being a workaholic anymore was to focus on what mattered most. And that was myself. I mentioned to you a while ago how I felt drained, exhausted, how I felt numb most of the time. And I just wanted to finish every task that I had because it was just one obligation after another. And I forgot that I had to do things that were good to me, good for me. So focusing on myself and focusing on my happiness has really been the center of why I do things or why I have been doing things lately. To be honest, I think I was still in middle school when I realized that I had to focus on my career. That means that from middle school up to now, one college degree and one college diploma after, I'm already 25. This is only the time that I realized I'm not gonna be focusing on my career anymore. I mean, I'm too young, right? Let's be honest. 25 is too young to just say, nope, I am done. But honestly, guys, it's time to put my career in not really the back burner, maybe the middle burner. I'm at this phase in my life where I feel like my career is fine, is okay, and it can give me the life that I want right now. So I'm okay. And I'm not even saying that everything that I did before in order to get to where I am now is not worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it at the end of the day. But I think I'm ready to reap the fruits of my labor. I don't know if it's still too early. I don't know if there are even fruits yet. But I think I made a really strong foundation for myself to take it down a notch for now and just live happily. Like, just focus on my personal life for now. Okay, I'm just yapping now. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Let me just end this video by saying, do not ever forget to take care of yourselves. I know a lot of people who are certified workaholics, and I have the utmost respect for these people. But yeah, try to take an 8-hour sleep, even once a week. Let me know how it feels, yeah? All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!